From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Tuesday, March 10th, 2015. Silver is trading at $15.80 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,169 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $295. Antiwar.com reports U.S. officials continue to talk up weapon shipments to retaliate for ceasefire violations in the Ukrainian civil war, but while everyone wasn't paying attention, something strange happened. The ceasefire started working. German Foreign Minister Frank-Walter Steinmeier confirmed in comments yesterday that the violence has dropped dramatically and that there are not many question marks remaining on the ceasefire. Even Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko is now conceding that the rebels did indeed withdraw their heavy weaponry as required by the ceasefire from the front lines. Though far-right paramilitaries on the side of the Ukrainian military and some small factions of the rebellion continue to say the ceasefire does not apply to them, the ceasefire is clearly holding, and violations are becoming less and less common. There's a palpable opportunity for both sides to reach a settlement now, and less excuse not to do so. For over 35 years, Roberts & Roberts has been a trusted source for buying and selling your investment-grade precious metals. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and permanently removed the minimum purchase order for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on investing and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 850-478-5270 or online at rrbi.co. UPI reports North Korea's search for external sources of income was brought to the attention of officials in Bangladesh at an airport in Dhaka when a North Korean diplomat tried to transport $1.4 million worth of gold bars into the country on Friday. The North Korean national Sun Young-nam was accused of smuggling in 170 gold bars. Bangladeshi customs officials said the gold was most likely headed for a local criminal racket in order to raise cash for North Korea. North Korea has been isolated from the financial system through a number of U.S. and UN sanctions, and according to the Heritage Foundation, the secretive country has been connected to drug smuggling and money laundering in other parts of Asia. On January 2nd, in response to a cyber attack on Sony Pictures in November, the U.S. Treasury was granted the authority to place sanctions against individual North Koreans. The Treasury had said the latest U.S. sanction allows a broadening of its authority to increase financial pressure on North Korea. The economic pressures on Pyongyang also have recently intensified. Reliable trading partners like China cannot be counted upon as a destination for North Korea's coal, which along with iron ore comprise 60% of North Korean exports. In Survivor Max by Davi Barker, 11-year-old Max must survive the zombie apocalypse alone in New Hampshire. Slow-moving and non-thinking, the lame brains swarm his home searching for living flesh. Max must apply his Porcupine Freedom Scouts training to plan his escape, but first he must prove that he's too smart to die. Look for Survivor Max on Facebook and Amazon, or read Chapter 1 free at survivormax.com. Reuters reports the University of Oklahoma closed a fraternity linked to a video of students singing racial epithets, ordered its members to move out of the house, and labeled the actions of those involved disgraceful. University President David Boren said on Monday, effective immediately, all ties and affiliations between the university and the local Sigma Alpha Epsilon chapter are hereby severed. Members have until midnight on Tuesday to vacate the premises. People could be seen loading goods into moving trucks behind the fraternity house on Monday. In the 10-second video posted online on Sunday and replayed by media outlets, students on a bus chanted in unison using offensive language referring to black people and vowing to never admit them into the fraternity. It was not immediately clear when the video of students on a bus chartered for a date night was taped. After verifying its OU members were involved, Sigma Alpha Epsilon's national headquarters said, "We apologize for the unacceptable and racist behavior of the individuals in the video, and we are disgusted that any member would act in such a way." Sigma Alpha Epsilon chapters had been punished before over racially charged incidents at other campuses. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.